What's up, guys? I went to my first Comic-Con. Actually, it was a Tokyo convention. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was my first time, and I was kind of confused about what to do. I didn't really know what panels were or anything like that. So I went, and I thought, I'll see what it's like, and then I'll figure out what to do for next year. There was some interesting people there, and actually I looked at the brochure or whatever. It was a book of guests, and I had no idea who these people were. Some of them sounded familiar, but like I said, I didn't know who they were. We have Peter Pixie, Susie Spector, S.C. King, Maddie, Barbie. We have the Slants, Avanchick, Zach Fast, and Katie Wicks. By the way, I went to a rave, I guess that's what you would call it, where everybody's dancing and there's like a lot of strobe lights or whatever. And we have, Zach Fast and Katie Wicks were DJing at the rave. We have Josh Drell, Alexis Tipton, Rachel Messer, Eric Cherry. I have heard of Eric Cherry. We have Keith Silverstein, Kristin McGuire, Night Mage. Most of these people were cosplayers, but the regular people would cosplay so well that these people just did not stand out, the professionals. So, yeah, we have Mythos Creations. Wow, I actually didn't see like half these people besides like Zach Fast and the other DJ female. Wolframe 03, Sewn Together, Nada SK, Saki Takabana or something like that, and then we have Amel Lecture, and then the Shock Twins. I'm glad I went. It was a lot of fun. I will say by the third day, I got to the point to where I was bored, but then when I was, I was wanting something to do, I didn't want to leave. But that was like at the last day, and that was like after 3 o'clock. Okay. I also went to a Maid cafe. I've never been to a Maid cafe, and it just wasn't worth it. I'll show you the picture of the food. That's what I got for $15. Actually, I didn't pay. It was an accident on my part. My friend called me, and he's like, "Hey, we got a seat for you. Come inside quick. We're at the Maid Cafe." I was like, "Okay, great." So I slipped on through, and like I didn't know that. I thought they had paid for the seat for me, and so I was kind of confused. But anyway, for $15 still, I would not say that this is worth it. It's like each piece costs $5. I could get a whole meal for $5. $10 at like Chick-fil-A or other places. And so yeah, it was neat. It was nice to be served, and all of that was fine. But other than that, everything was cool. Friday and Saturdays are the best to go. However, if you're going to go for 2 days, you might as well just make it for 3, as it is more expensive to pay for 2 days rather than the whole weekend. So, that's it. I will move on to my pictures, and hope you guys enjoy that. The art. The art was my favorite part about Tokyo and Tulsa. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing everyone's booth. They were great. I had 4 pieces of art that I bought. Well, 3. The last one's a comic, and I'll explain that in a minute. For the first 2 pieces, they were done by this girl named Akira Kaira. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I remember the first day going, I came to her booth, and looking at her art, she was standing right next to me. I had no idea who she was. I didn't even know she painted it. I thought she was just there looking at other stuff, being friendly. And I wasn't really interested in talking at first. And we got to talking, and she explained to me about her art. It wasn't very much. I came by the second day, and I finally bought a couple pieces. Now, it was nice to hear someone explain the reasons behind what they drew. It was nice to see some meaning and emotion and everything else in the art. And these two are my favorite. And that's why. Because she actually went through something, and this was a way of expressing herself. And she did great doing so. Up next we have Sypa's cute creation, SYPPAH, I believe. Great piece of art. I remember coming up, I looked at it the first day, didn't know what to think, came back the second day and ended up buying that piece. It's very interesting. And when it comes to Akira Kaira, that piece of art with the girl screaming and this, I can't choose between the two. I like them both, Akira Kaira's, because it's full of emotion, but then even though this piece isn't, like, she didn't draw it, you know, from like a painful background, it's still pretty cool. And I can't really decide which one I like better, the girl screaming or this piece. She has a lot of very interesting art. She said she does some dark art. Wasn't necessarily dark art I was looking for, but she still does some. And every single link is in the description below. Go check her out. She's definitely on Facebook, I know that, and I believe she might have an actual website too. So go check her out. She does some pretty interesting, more lighthearted pieces. I did ask her about the art, and she said she likes drawing cute things with gothic things. So there you go. Up next we have the Chalk Twins. Now obviously I did not buy any art from the Chalk Twins. I really didn't care for it. I saw a lot of other booths like this, I guess. It was just art that they had just drawn based on anime characters or whatever. And so it was nice. You know, it wasn't like meaningful, but you know, they obviously put their hard work into it, and it was cool to see. I love Death Note. I think it's a great show, and that people should watch it. So it was nice to see them, both of them, work on their piece of art. They actually did it live, and so that was great. There you go, the unfinished and finished. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. And last but certainly not least, we have this comic. This comic is interesting. The title is very interesting. It's very simple. Don't know how I feel about the title, but when you get past the title and actually into the pages, it's pretty awesome. And so I have to say that after reading this, it was, I don't know, it was great. Especially when you talk to the girl, because you feel like you're getting to know the girl like through the comic. Like she writes it based off her. I believe. I'm at least like 75% sure on that. So when I went up to the booth, I actually talked to the girl. She's kind of cute, by the way. She wasn't too talkative. But that was okay. She was still a sweet young lady, and it was still cool to see like the other art that she had. It was very original. All of it, I believe, was original. There was nothing there that was, you know, based off anything else. And so I think that's what I liked about the pieces of art that I got. We had Akira Kaira, and you know, she just drew, she expressed herself, her emotions through those two pieces. We have Saipa's cute creation. And then we have this young lady who drew a comic and is expressing herself that way. And so I've got to say that was probably my favorite part about the whole entire trip, was just those four things right there. And being able to actually talk to him. Even though this young lady that drew the comic didn't say very much, it was still nice to see that her art was still coming out of like what she felt. And I did enjoy the comic. You have to get past the first page, but at least it's like the first page and not like a first season of a television show. I really enjoyed chapter 1. There's definitely more chapters, and they actually had chapter 1 and 2 that they were showcasing, but I ended up just buying one of them. They are also in the link description below. It's called Heart and Voice, and so it'll say H voice, but that's what it stands for. So I'm done with the art, and I'm sure you guys are wanting to know about the cosplays. I enjoyed taking a lot of the pictures that I took. Most of them were females, of course. They, you know, I just enjoyed that. But I'll go ahead and show you pictures of the cosplays. And first up we have the beautiful Maid. And man, she is beautiful. Next up we have a tiny Dark Souls character. Discount Bilbo. Discount generic Star Wars character. It was actually a really nice outfit. I enjoyed the mask and I enjoyed the 2 blades. Very good on his part for coming up with his own thing. At least, I think he did. Discount Mario. Discount Slenderman. Oh, holy crap. Who we have next is probably one of my favorite cosplay characters. It's Crystal from Fern-Fairy. Not only is she extremely attractive, but it's also very nostalgic, as I used to watch that movie as a kid. And it was very nice to see a character like that at a anime convention, so that was awesome. Next we have a fidget spinner, some gay Star Wars characters, some He-Man characters, a Kingdom Hearts character, a Mortal Kombat character, some Naruto characters, and here we have the red guy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Shego. Oh, it was really nice to see a Kim Possible character, some Disney characters at an anime con, so I'm really glad I got to take a picture of her. Spider-Gwen. Some actual Star Wars characters. An attractive Tomb Raiders character. And then we have a couple, 7 to be exact, unknown characters. I don't watch a lot of anime except for Avatar: The Last Airbender and Death Note. Speaking of, I need to see that. And the movie that just came out on Netflix. And so I took a lot of pictures, which I thought were pretty cool, and some cute girls, of course. But I don't know what animes they are from. So, first thing we have is a robot character, and I don't know who's with him. So, next we have 3 girls. And I don't know where they're from either, obviously. Then we have, what I thought was cool is an Asian woman dressed as an anime character, and then her white friend. And they were putting on some show, I guess, in one of the vendor rooms, which I thought was pretty cool. So I had to get a picture of those 2. And hopefully you can see it clearly. We have 3 other characters, and I don't know where they're from. I have learned while taking pictures to actually move closer to the people I'm trying to capture. So I'm sorry about this picture. Then we have the 3 girls on the thumbnail. They looked extremely nice. And I recognize the characters, but like I said, can't pinpoint what anime they're from. This girl here, man, what a depressing picture. I took a picture of her because I really liked the blood coming out of her eyes. I thought it was depressing And so I enjoyed feeling pain at looking at that, I guess you would say. So, I don't know what anime she's from either, but I just liked her costume. It was pretty cool. And then here, I'm not exactly sure. I've been told it's a Pokemon character, and she was sitting down, and so I just took a picture of her. Sounded really creepy. But yeah, I just asked for a picture because I thought her costume was kind of cool. And I believe that is it, actually, for the characters. Hope you enjoyed all the characters. That's it. That's all I have for this video, and hopefully there's enough information for you guys to go and register. Pretty fun. I liked it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.